Hello, welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I am your host, İlham Məmmədov. President İlham visited Cəlilabad, Füzuli and Xocalı districts on July 20th.
In Azerbaijan, the role of vocational education and personal training is increasing according to the requirements of the labor market. The attention paid to this area is also accompanied by the formation of modern infrastructure. Cəlilabad State Vocational Training Center is equipped with the most modern infrastructure, material and technical base. Minister of Science and Education Emin Layiq informed the head of state that in the territory of the center there are 25 classrooms, 13 workshops, practical training rooms, 3 laboratories, informatics cabinet, STEAM center, library, assembly hall for 252 people, sports hall and playgrounds, livestock farm, auto repair, carpentry workshop buildings and other auxiliary buildings in the territory of the center. Currently, the number of vocational education institutions in our country is 98 and the number of vocational education centers is 14. According to statistics, 23,600 students study in these institutions. In the last 3 years, a nearly 30% increase was observed in the number of students in vocational education institutions. In the 2022-2023 academic year, 8 vocational education institutions operating in 5 regions accepted students to the high technical vocational education level. Currently, 1,466 students across the country are studying at the higher technical vocational education level. By 2026, it is planned to increase the number of people studying at this level of education up to 9,200 people. In general, the directions where the most student admissions are carried out are tourism, industry, ICT, catering. Especially in recent years, important steps have been taken in the direction of the development of vocational education in Azerbaijan. According to the executive order of President İlham Aliyev dated 20th April 2016, the establishment of the State Agency for Vocational Education under the Ministry of Education, adaptation of vocational education to new challenges, raising the role and status of vocational education institutions is a manifestation of special attention to this field. It is worth emphasizing that it is planned to build 8 vocational education institutions to involve 1,000 people in short-term professional development and 5,000 people in short-term training programs within the framework of the first state program of the Great Return to the territories liberated from occupation of the Republic of Azerbaijan. The commissioning of the Jalabad State Vocational Training Center will show that the improvement of the infrastructure in the regions has a consistent character and will serve to help young people acquire knowledge and skills in accordance with new requirements as well as to solve employment issues. The design and construction of the Ahmed Beyli Fizuli Shusha highway is being rapidly continued as part of the reconstruction and restoration project of the liberated territories. Chairman of the board of the Azerbaijan State Agency of Motor Road Saleh Məmmədov informed that the length of the existing road is 101 km and the length of the new road is 81.7 km. The road will have 4 to 6 traffic lanes. The main infrastructure works in the first 27 km section of the road have been completed. In general, 50% of the construction of the Ahmed Beyli Fizuli Shusha highway has been completed. Along the way, 137 culverts of different diameters, 30 underpasses, 8 bridges, 7 tunnels, and 9 viaducts are being built. It was reported that 8 out of the 9 viaducts are currently under construction. During the construction of 3 viaducts for the first time in Azerbaijan, concreting works were performed by the method of horizontal sliding of the form wall. In addition, the construction works of the junction on the part of the Zafar Yolu connecting to the Ahmed Beyli Fizuli Shusha highway are also being successfully carried out. President İlham Aliyev visited the liberated villages of Çanakçı and Sığnak of Khojaly region. The government of Azerbaijan demanded from Armenia to stop the construction of the metallurgical plant in Arazdayan. Cabinet of Ministers reported in the letter addressed to the Minister of Environment of Armenia on behalf of the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources, Mukhtar Babayev, it was stated that the appropriate procedure provided for in the Convention on Environmental Impact Assessment in the transboundary context has been initiated regarding the activity carried out near Arazdayan, which is located a few hundred meters from the conventional border. It was especially emphasized that under the ESPO Convention, metallurgical plants are clearly recognized as an activity that may cause a significant negative transboundary impact. Armenia is obliged to warn Azerbaijan about the impact of this activity on the environment. It was emphasized that Azerbaijan, as an affected party, requires Armenia to exchange information in order to discuss the negative cross-border impact of the project at the initial stage. A corresponding notification was also addressed to the Executive Secretary of the UN Economic Commission for Europe regarding the issue. Azerbaijani army is conducting exercises in the Caspian Sea. Khazari wave tactical exercises are being conducted in interoperability between the naval forces, land forces, air force, and the Coast Guard of the State Border Service. And the exercises conducted in 3 stages, activities and various tests are carried out. The exercises involve 1,500 servicemen, combat and supply ships of the naval forces, guard ship of the Coast Guard of the State Border Service, helicopters and UAVs of the Air Force, and armored combat vehicles of the land forces.
Salam hərbi dənizçilər.
You can get in touch with us by contacting AzTV Haber's hotline number 051-511-1956, through which you can report events you come across as well as share your suggestions and remarks. You can also contact us via our WhatsApp and Telegram accounts. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.